grey blanket falling over me. I can feel the wetness at the back of my head running down my neck, creeping inside my hood. It's warm, sticky, not like rain at all. Everything hurts. Really hurts. Lily, I say. Lily. And then I'm gone.
Part 1. Chapter 1. Archie was hungry. Lily let his wet ear slip out of her mouth. She rubbed a sweaty hand over her eyelids and yawned, cuddled Archie up tight to her chest, then threw the covers back and held him up at arm's length, tugging his little knitted trousers off over his feet. Archie should have pyjamas for when he went to bed, or to wear in the daytime sometimes, when there was nothing special to get dressed for. Lily had been wearing hers all morning, and so had Mummy. Lily's pyjamas were yellow with bunnies on, and yellow was her new favourite colour. When they got a garden of their own, she would grow yellow daffodils and have a real live bunny of her own too. Mummy had promised. The curtains were half closed, but little shadows of light darted about like jumping frogs on the ceiling. There was a lot of noise outside. Loud noise. Lily didn't like loud noise. When people shouted, or fireworks banged, or balloons popped, she hated those things. You had to close your eyes and put your hands over your ears when they happened. She didn't want fireworks or balloons at her birthday party. Just presents. Mummy said she was going to be 3. She'd held up her fingers to show Lily what 3 looked like. Baa black sheep, 3 bags full. She'd like a bouncy castle too at her party, but castles were very big and cost lots of money, so she didn't think Mummy would really get one. But maybe she'd get her a bunny, if they had a garden by then. Out in the street, there was a wailing, screeching sound, like she imagined the big bad wolf would sound if he was very angry and coming after the pigs. Mummy had left one of the little windows open right up at the top, and the wind was blowing in, making the bottom of the curtain move. I'll huff, and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down. Lily remembered the story of the wolf and the pigs. One of the ladies at the nursery had read it to them, when they all sat in a circle before they went home. But Lily didn't like it. She didn't like the story, and she didn't like the noise. She tried to cover her ears and pull the quilt up over her head all at the same time, making sure she hung on tightly to Archie to keep him safe, and to stop him from being scared. The noise went away. She peeped cautiously over the top of the covers, and when she was sure there was no wolf, she settled Archie on the pillow beside her and sat up in bed. She'd only had a nap, not an all-night sleep, but her nappy felt heavy and she was thirsty. She wanted some juice. Beena juice. That was her favourite, except maybe Coke, but she wasn't allowed that very often. Only on special days. Lily didn't think this was a special day. Maybe Archie could have some juice too, as he'd been good. She yawned and called out for Mummy, fiddling with a black thread that had come loose from Archie's eye and was hanging down over his nose. Mummy would mend that, with something from her big red sewing tin that used to have biscuits in it, or with the glue that Lily wasn't allowed to touch. Mummy was good at mending things. It saved buying new, she always said. Lily waited, but Mummy didn't come, so she called again, louder this time. Lily climbed out of bed, her foot springing onto the book she'd left open on the rug, flipping the pages over and making the spine snap shut. The baby in the flat upstairs was crying. It did that sometimes. Today it was doing it lots. It sounded sad, like Archie. Maybe it wanted some juice too. She walked over to the door, peered out into the empty hall, and called out again. Mommy! But Mummy didn't come. Nobody came.